Hi guys, and welcome to Cat Tarot. I have a few announcements to make. Last Sunday, I have reached 500 subscribers milestone, and I did test the live sessions and it worked. And a few of you who kind of like got a really quick message, did jumped on, did get their questions asked, so everything worked really well. So next live session is on Friday, March the 3rd at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So please join in and prepare your questions. I'll see you there. Now this brings me to basically an issue of subscription, so please subscribe and you can join me on a Facebook as well. So you're going to get a notification when is the next live session. So just if I have time, I can just send this notification, and if you have time, you can join in. Link for Facebook is in the description, so check it out there. And last announcement, I promise there are 2 current specials. You can get yes or no questions and I can turn it around right away, basically the same day. It's only $10. Please check my website how to get it, or look up on Facebook, Cat Tarot News, and let's go from there. And again, for you new guys, new subscribers, like how it really works, your engagement is going to reward you by actually getting your basically horoscope sign out first. So by clicking subscribe, like, by sharing, by leaving comments, you actually are placing yourself in a position. So this week, Libra, Pisces, Aries, Sagittarius, and Gemini are getting extended horoscopes. So without further ado, let's start. Hi Pisces, you're next, and congrats on the solar medal for this week. Isn't it nice to get extended forecast right in the period where you have your birthdays? So happy birthday Pisces for those of you that are just going to have it this week, and happy belated birthday to the people who had it last. So you're going to get the pleasure of having extended reading. Thank you again for supporting my website. So let's go right deep into it. So base card that you have here. Okay, let's go with the bottom card first. Sorry. Let's go 6 of C. So you have issues that are coming from the past, and you have these memories of something that was so nice. But 6 of C here also warns you, are you really sure? You know, cat in the water, is that a really, really good idea? Here they appear to be liking it. And that's what happens to us when we memorize something from the past, when we kind of reminisce. Everything looks so nice, right? When we are old and we think about the childhood, it was so nice. But you know what? While we were going through it, maybe we didn't think about it. So this brings us to basically starting issue, which again is past life relationship. You have known each other before. So this is not necessarily somebody from past life. And why we call it past life is like that we kind of have a feeling that even though you just met this person, that there's so many things that you feel intuitively you know about him or her. And sometimes this kind of people that kind of like really excite us, but they also bring us most of the pain, because we kind of like stay around them because of the familiarity. That doesn't necessarily mean that they are the people who bring us the most basically love and stuff. Sometimes this is just a learning lesson, and that learning lesson is for you something that you obviously are bringing from the past week into this week. This can also mean that you really want to find out what are basically the motivators inside of you. And this is again here matching with 9 of Fire, which is also a card for talking about the past. This is something from the past that you're taking a break from, but you are planning to resume. So past, Pisces, you are just really, really dealing with the past. And this is crossed with deception. Someone is marrying a false self-mask in this relationship. Right, Pisces? And 3 of Fire. You're looking up. You're ready to jump. And then you just realize, well, maybe it's not what it seems. So now everything makes sense. Past life relationship, deception. Something happened in the past. That this happened, you have been deceived. But at the same time, you have like really fond memories, and like now you're really, really, really confused about it. So what brought you to this point? what brought you to this week? On one hand, you really wanted to give your relationship a chance. You wanted to work on your partnership. On the other hand, you just died. This is horrible, and nothing can let us down more than really trying to make it work and seeing this person as the one. And somehow it happens. Either they are really not the right ones for us. We really convince ourselves that we love him or her because we maybe are more in love with love. And on the other times it is just the timing is not right. This means just simply some kind of partnership did not happen. Either you were not ready, or he was not ready, or the timing was not ready, right? So what happened? The lessons you brought here and the things that just happened in the recent past were love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. It sounds to me you broke up with someone here. You broke up with someone, Pisces, not them. And even if they called the last, if they actually said the words, or I mean vice versa, I mean both men and female, you actually are the one who made it happen, right? Because you realize that, and you guys are like really ruling the domain of emotions. You really know if this is the right thing or it's not the right thing. And you are really trying to make it work. Like one of the sweetest, basically, signs out there, if not the sweetest. But you know what? There is sometimes like too high of the price to pay, and certain things are not meant to basically work out. And it's not true that everybody actually has a soulmate. Some people are just like really not ready yet to even go in that domain. But you obviously are, and this is matched with this King of Fire. So this is what basically bothers you. Sorry, Fire Queen. This is what bothers you. Like in the past, what you really liked about this person, you liked the fact that you felt sexy, you felt attractive. It was very passionate. It was like really intense. You know, I mean, you were getting things done. It was sort of like something that is really not your nature, because usually you like slower kind of tempo. You like to kind of like develop that trust and everything. But this can also mean that it kind of is you, that you kind of develop these qualities and now you want to keep them. Now it is something that you absorb, and it kind of like felt really good. It felt really good to be that passionate. It felt really good to be that ambitious, and maybe you want to carry on with you. And it's kind of interesting because in your lesson for this week, it is heart-to-heart conversations, honestly discuss your feelings with each other, and Fire King. So now I see a couple. So whatever happened in the past, Pisces, is not done yet. You're not over with it yet. Either, like, I mean, it's maybe over because you called it over, but, like, I mean, there are memories of it. And, you know, there's a past life. There's a past life. There is, like, relationship breaking up. So you're coming to this week with pain and with hope. With pain that things, something didn't work out, and you really want it to work out. So you have like this emotion and passion. And that's a very powerful conversation inside of yourself, and it's obviously something that can create lots of pain. But you know what? I think for you, the lessons over the last few months were to kind of like learn about passion. This is not the same as emotion. It is like some kind of charge that you have inside of yourself. And I think that you actually learned that lesson really well. But right now, like, I mean, you really need to take care of yourself. You're saying, you know what, I learned that. I'm feeling really comfortable here, being in this space, kind of like reminiscing. But you know what, I need to move forward with the pace that is like convenient for me. And this is not that fast pace that I have. Because right now, you're completely focusing yourself on yourself. And this is like what you brought here, just like from the recent past, love yourself first. Now you're focused on finances and career. And financial issues are actually a factor for you because you feel that you don't want to get either dependent on someone, nor do you want to get people who are dependent on you. That, like, relationship, of course, it's like, I mean, helping each other. But, like, I mean, if you feel that somebody is with you for the wrong reasons, this is not the right thing. And I see it here. Look at the Empress. The nurturer of the tarot cards is reversed. So you feel that you have to nourish your financial kind of matters. Something is going on, you're fully focused, like you're zooming onto it, and this is how you feel. Everything will turn around, but actually putting everything on hold. And sometimes this happens also when something doesn't work in our life, then we are fixing segments of our life that we can make it smoother, easier, etc., etc., right? And also for the sexy queen that you used to kind of like be, I mean, extra expenses on lingerie, that kind of stuff is like in store. So like you're thinking about that. So how do you see yourself right now? Yes, you're opening the doors to a new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. And was it this way? I think it was this way. Four of Sky. It's the pretty much same meaning. Um, Even though there is that you feel that you're ready for new love, you're still taking time to really think through it, to feel through it. You're taking time to kind of like set the base, to be more grounded, to kind of like feel that you have the base that you can fall on, because it looks like you fell in the past and you didn't have a soft landing, and it kind of like really didn't feel right. So this time, like you're like really making sure that you have this soft space around you and you're moving really slowly. So what is your environment and what are really your feelings about that? You see, exactly, worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. You understand that this is not going to happen overnight, that, it's good to meet new people, it's good to open up to new love, but at the same time, that you need to kind of like feel that you are like whole, that you kind of like have yourself repaired, and that's what you're working on. Because the second card that is like overlapping is Seven of Sky reversed. So this is here we have a kitty that is taking advantage of one moment of basically distraction and taking something like earned and something kind of like probably took hours of waiting to get it. And but which kitty are you? Are you the one that is grabbing this from someone, or are you the one that is like so impressed with the birds flying around and there is some excitement? But in your case, you got it this way. So the birds are gone. Both cats are falling on the floor. So none of them are going to be taking advantage of nobody. This can also mean, hello, Sapphire. Say hi to Pisces. Say happy birthday. Happy birthday to Pisces. Hmm? She's not talkative. Usually she is. So this is kind of a blessing. So, guys, this means that you'll be getting apology from someone, or you'll be showing apology, but I think you're getting an apology. This means that somebody did you harm. There were some kind of like sharp messages, like sharp things happening. You felt like something has been stolen. You feel like something tore your heart. You feel the words were hurting, because Sky is intellectual kind of level. This is like all through communication. So it was not emotional, but whatever you heard, it was like piercing. It was literally that sword through your heart. And you cast this person away. It was just over. You know what? You were giving this a chance, but you know what? Not to this person, and it's going to be right. But it looks like this person might be coming and actually apologizing. And let's see what will happen with that. So there will be something after that will be, on one hand, passion, which will allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So for sure, you're going to really like that this person is coming back. You're going to feel validated. You're going to feel that all this kind of like heartache you went through is deserved. But on the other hand, you have Ten of Sky. You're like still in pain. This person is going to remind you of a horrible pain that you endured due to these harsh words and due to everything. So you know what? It can be like one of those things. Oh, thank you, honey. That was really nice. But no, thank you. I need to find a new love. And to find this new love, I need to come to understanding who I am and what I want. And that's not you. And how do I know you're going to say no to this person? Or you're going to say no to a person who might be approaching you and you're not going to feel this is the right thing because you have this intuition? Well, here is the end card. Is pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. You did get the understanding through learning all these different flavors, passion, romance, intellectual approach. what to look for, what not to look for. So there are the red flags and the signs are cautioning you. So when you see something that is not clear, you clarify it. Look at this. You have the moon reversed. So here we have secrecies. Here we have, oh my God, is this a bug or that's a leaf? Here we have, oh my gosh, I'm so scared. But here the daylight is coming. Here things are like turning to be what they really are. So the secrecy, you're going to be lifting the secrecy, you're going to clarify it, and yet still be very intuitive and still be very emotional. So you guys, you really, I'm really proud of you. From what I see, you've been dealing with your pain in a very, like, I mean, unusual way, or unusual way for me. Uh, I deal with my pain, but I don't think about it. I just like, keep on moving, and I add myself a new kind of like hobbies. But you are, guys, dealing with your pain really deeply. You are focusing on finances, but you are not neglecting your emotions. You are really looking into that and kind of addressing it. So since you're still a winner, not only did you get all these extended forecasts, not 5 cards, but 12. 11, is it? 11 times 2, 22 cards, which is a master number. But now I'm going to use this Gypsy Oracle cards, and we are going to clarify a few things over here. I want to know about this Two of Sea. I want to know about this Empress. And I really want to know about this, what's going to happen over here. So, let's start. Let me see if my computer is still working. Yes. For a moment I thought that I was just talking to myself for 15 minutes. Okay, so Pisces, please, what is this Two of Sea? And give your relationship chance. What is this all about? Pisces, you have home, you have sweetheart, and you have service. Home and sweetheart were reversed. So you kind of like are obviously seeing, and you were looking at someone who might be your, let's call it quote unquote home, who could be the person to fall to, like soft spot, to cry, to put your shoulder on, and you were there. But the circumstances kind of like turn you upside down. And for some reason, it just didn't happen. It sounds to me he was willing to make it happen, but you were not. And even though you're convincing yourself to give your relationship a chance, and maybe you even try to work on it, like one sign after another was saying, you know what, he seems to be really nice, right? But, you know, he might not be the one. And yes, maybe he made you feel very sexy, maybe he made you feel very attractive, but he also made you understand that you have to love yourself first. All right, so let's see this new love and this you cocooning yourself a little bit. Come on, Pisces, let's see what is happening here. Clarify this new love. What are Pisces doing about it? Okay, Pisces, we have letter, we have wedding, and we have cheerfulness. So there'll be communication about some kind of engagement or parties, or about cancellation of the party because it was reversed. And cheerfulness was also reversed. So it might also be that you're dealing with some kind of leftovers of how things were communicated, but ultimately you're moving to the upper position, and maybe this is what's happening because you're still thinking about the communication that basically happened. And then when you figure out really what was behind it, then you're willing and able to move to a new love that can actually go to the next level, and that can go to this wedding and cheerfulness. And that's probably what is behind it. So I guess if you're healing that way, or if you have to think through it this way, because this is thinking sign. This is like Four of Sky is thinking. You know, you've been through something, and now you're thankful that you're alive. You're thankful that you you're like pretty much not really scratched that much about it. So this is what this is all about. And the new love is like something you kind of have in your head that this is absolutely possible, that you are able to heal from it. All right, so let's say this passion, and it's like, oh my gosh, it's the end. What's going on with this? These are your fears and hopes. Go with the passion is your fear. I have a popper here. Passion is a fear. Sorry, the horrible disaster is a fear, and passion is a hope. So let's see. Let's clarify the whole Pisces. Okay. We have again messenger. We have melody, and we have waiting. There'll be again communication, but this communication is in person. This can also mean somebody's coming back to your life to basically talk to you about it, which basically, we had it here, the same conclusion. It could be somebody who is willing to kind of like reconnect with you and connect with you, but, so that's the arrival of the person. But it kind of reminds you, look at this, the same cards, what are the chances? It reminds you of how sad that made you and how much you were longing for this guy. You were waiting, you were hoping to get this apology, right, that you're getting right now. But this is what you really needed. You needed your closure, and that whole passion was great, but that passion didn't bring you happiness. In fact, the passion, you're now connecting, well, maybe it was not the greatest thing that happened. So I also want to clarify two more things, that pay attention to the red flags with that moon. Let's check with that. What is that? Oh, yeah. We have despair, we have merchant, and we have hope. So, yeah, you need to know what can take you to despair. You need to find out. We see you're going to have sort of like divine intervention. You're going to know before despair happens what can actually lead you there. You're going to see these red flags. It's going to be someone who is going to appear to be a little sneaky. It's going to appear like the salesman, who is giving you, because merchant is like same as a salesman back then. Somebody who's trying to give you a really nice product, promising you all this product, but then you come home and you go like, that was it? That's not exactly what he was giving to me. So this way means that you're going to already know that this is not the real thing. So just like this moon card inversed, you knew that, you know what, it's not exactly what it appears. And lastly, it was a hope inverse, because you're not going to know who is the person that there is hopeless. And so basically, lesson this week is going to be learning this. And I also want to lastly check this Seven of Sky and see if this is apology or if this is just you coming to a full closure and coming to a full sense of what you're not going to tolerate in your life. Okay, please clarify the Seven of Sky for Pisces. A jumper, another jumper. So we have service reversed, we have child, and we have sight. Service reversed means, yes, I think somebody is going to come to apologize, but it's not going to mean anything to you. It's not going to serve you well. And that somebody, again, is going to try something new with you. Like, it's going to be a way. But again, this is something that made you really, really sad. So it says, word waiting for. Yes, you do want a new relationship, but not with that person. Apology is great, and it's going to help you. You're going to be very grateful about this apology because, this is something that you understand that you obviously grew. The person was doing this, and also the other person grew. So it was not all lost. That relationship is now going to be worthwhile remembering, but it was the reason why didn't happen. Or if you guys were not in a relationship, then you are right now fully understanding what makes you unhappy and what does make you happy and how to understand red flags. And you'll be really well equipped to move ahead. So Pisces, again, happy birthday. Please subscribe and like and join my Facebook. And don't forget, Friday at 7 Pacific Standard Time or 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be a live reading. So come in, have your question, and let's go from there. Love you. Talk to you soon.